I once had a friend, this French guy, and his girlfriend was also French, and we were going to, I think it was like a U2 gig or something. I can't remember. And we were all walking back. It was like miles walk back. There was no buses or anything. It was through fields and shit. And we lost Arno, and she went looking for him, and she found him making out with some girl, and he was drunk out of his mind, and she shouted at him and just decked him right in the face. And when she came back to us, she described it as, he went down like a sack of shit. They're married now. They're very happy.
Oh, lovely.
Welcome to the Tales of Podcast. I am Fabio. I will be the handler for our game of Delta Green, and we are playing the adventure Visid. We are storming into session 4. Let's see what episode that'll be. This won't make the cut. I don't even know why I said it. But on my right is Patsy.
Hey, Interland, it's Patsy here, and this evening, as every other evening, I'm playing Agent Garrett, aging retired man mountain of the U.S. Army Criminal Investigation Division.
Good evening, dearest dudes. My name is Michael, and I play Agent Super Boshears.
You know, I got a question on dudes, because like, is the female version dudette? Because I've heard dudette
in
before.
1995, maybe.
That term offends me.
Because I love saying dudes and dudettes.
I think it's better to go for the gender neutral Duderino.
Duderino. All right, I'm in. Good evening, I'm Charles, or good morning. You know, whatever time of day.
Good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah. For the person listening to this at 3 a.m, here's looking at you, buddy.
If anyone's listening to us at 3 a.m, go you. Thank you so much for loving us that much.
Absolutely.
Or
If you're still there, don't end it yet.
Or if
you
you're
have everything to live for.
If you're just needing it for like drone because you have insomnia and you want to go to bed, like, well, at least we were useful in some way.
Hey, we'll take the downloads from whatever source. It's all good.
I am so sorry for my voice then. I've heard that I'm particularly annoying when someone's trying to fall asleep. So good on you, buddy. Again. Yes, I am playing Eric Peraz, also known as Agent Michael's fireman for the National Park Service.
Have you not actually listened to an episode? Because your voice gets edited right down. You can
I
actually
know.
only hear like a wom wom.
I know. I have. It's really great because I'll make my friends listen to it and they'll be like, "Who's that?" I'm all, whoa, 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 whoa. Do you hear it now? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, that's you. Yes.
You're just like the adults in Charlie Brown.
Yes.
And I guess last but not least, yes, thank you, finger guns. This is Jen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be playing tonight Selena Goodwill. Almost said Gomez again. Just Mike whispering Gomez into the microphone through my earphones, just like subliminal messaging.
I think that's 3 episodes now, completely ruined by callback jokes to Gomez.
I'm playing Selena. And unless it's Selena Kyle then as well. Selena, I'm gonna have to like stop doing references in my character creation now. Selena Goodwill, aka Agent Madeline, expert human behaviorist, expert human behaviorist, amateur animal behaviorist, cat lady, but not dogs. I don't know. I haven't
Cat lady extraordinaire.
Oh, that was like my
But not
first one.
dogs.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I was trying to come up with a new one every time, and I'm just blanking today. I've done 5 hours of improv today. Shush.
You chose a difficult rhyme.
Yeah.
Extraordinaire, debonair.
What about just Cat Lady Ordinaire?
Oh, that's good.
What's exciting about anything ordinaire?
Well, I mean, there are other exciting things about the character. That's one
Derriere.
of the more
Derriere,
normal
there
domestic.
we go.
There we
Cat
go.
lady Derriere.
Here's a question I've always had actually. The word extraordinary, it's extraordinary. So isn't it just like double plus ordinary?
Well, it means outside of ordinary, like extracurricular.
Extraterrestrial.
Actually, I got one of you. If you like that, you'll like this. Awesome. It's some awe, and awful is full of awe. And if you look back at old text, they would use awful like it's a.
Yeah. I am
it's a
full. I am
positive.
full of awe for
Yeah, exactly.
you. No.
Also fulsome.
To go back to it, though, I think your Without Dogs one is the best one you've done.
I think so too. Yes. Cat lady.
Without dogs.
My brain's already
Improv.
fried today. Yeah.
No, it's good. It's good. Actually, I really like that.
I
yeah.
mean, it's been at least what 4 episodes that a whole 4 episodes that I've run through my full repertoire. So
Well, you could have been writing them down between sessions and fucking
that's not
blowing all our minds.
That's
I
not
will
improv.
recall Tilted London, where Fabio wrote down a bunch of sentences for his character and then like lost the paper he'd written it on and would just be like, I've got a whole bunch of these. I don't fucking know where they are. I don't know, guys. Good. Enjoy it. Which I loved, by the way. That's one of my favorite intros.
I would have sounded really clever if I'd have done that, but I would have not been happy with myself because that's not improv.
Well, what's going on? We had a very exciting time last time. We ended up with 3 of our heroes, agents Morgan, Madeline, and Garrett, in a green box outside of Seattle, having escaped from will we call it a botched burglary, or we call it
The burglary bit was fine.
I mean, it wasn't. It was only a minor burglary. The major thing was desecration of a corpse.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the corpse tried to desecrate you.
Yeah.
Sounds fair when you put it that way.
Meanwhile, in the woods, what was going on with Charles? You're you're going on a bear hunt.
Yeah.
You found the crash site.
I found yeah, exactly. What's happening with you? I'm like, yeah. I met up with Ranger Henderson, and we are.
And you had a jolly good time.
Yes, we had a jolly good time as 2 Dorinos.
Just 2 Dudorinos hanging out in the woods.
2 Dorinos.
Do a bit of glamping.
Yeah, a little bit of glamping. No, we found the crash site. Nothing shocking out of there. The only thing that was interesting really is the canister broke, and the
The line choked.
no. What? No.
I was trying to get a thing started.
Oh yeah, it worked. No, the space suits, whatever they're called, the aircraft suits, the aircraft
Flight
onesies,
suits.
the flight, the aircraft onesies had been torn out from the back outwards, which is really good. It didn't look like it was shredded. It looked like it popped out like an alien. But
Like when
from
you
the back.
squeeze a ketchup sachet really
Yeah,
hard.
there you go, and it pops out on the side. And you're like, oh shit, yeah, there you go.
I don't think I described it quite that way. They were ripped open from the back.
Wasn't something trying to rip him out?
Yeah, they were like you wouldn't be able to divine this information from what you saw. They were just shredded flight
I
suits.
thought that's what you said.
No.
Well, that changes everything. It changes nothing.
Well, no, did we discuss about how the flight suits were like still in the strapped
Fragments of
in?
them were still in the
So
Yeah, they were
I
still
swear-
buckled into their seats,
Yeah,
but got pulled out
I
backwards.
was going to say that's what we discussed about.
Yeah.
They looked like they'd been pulled out backwards through their
exactly,
seats.
yeah, not exploded out. Yes.
Oh, well, that's disappointing.
I'm sure
I
it is.
remember also
I
when
need
we
more
played last
sci-fi
time, we spent like
reference.
10 minutes trying to explain this to you. I think you didn't get it.
Clearly, I still don't get it. Anyway, it
So
looked
let's just make it that's what happened. They
No.
exploded.
Fuck it. The point is, the more important part is the only tracks I could find was it looked like something quite big, like a bear, started heading eastwards, and that. And that's it. And it's been too long. It's been 3 days, so there's been too much wildlife going by for me to probably track it. But I know eastwards is the way to go.
And have we had communication? Have you told us that? I think we had a call.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
But you left a message, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. But it was.
Because you're going to have spotty reception out there.
No. I have a GPS satellite phone. Thank you, Ranger Henderson. Who it's really funny because I went and was like, hey, Ranger Henderson, please call me Eric since we're going to be working together. And then Fabio just looked at me and was like, all right. So I have no choice but to continue to refer to him as Ranger Anderson. No first name.
You lost that round.
I did. I really lost that round. Yeah.
Oh, and on just one note before we get kicked off, Selena, Agent Madeline, has apparently a broken arm.
Yes.
I would like you to describe a little bit about how severe this break is, but not in gross detail, just so that I know. And just before you continue, one note for you, GM. I am 2 points away from breaking point.
Noted.
And I have 4 hit points.
Everyone else's sanity's fine, right? We've mostly been...
I think I'm really sane. I spent the whole last campaign not seeing anything out of the ordinary, and also this campaign I've not yet seen anything out of the ordinary. I think Boshes probably just thinks you're on notice.
You're like the hear no evil, see no evil, speak no evil monkeys.
Wait, no, that's not completely true. You
just
saw the
got all-
grandmother in the attic.
Oh, that's true. I saw that, but that was like minimal compared to what
That
you
was
guys.
that was minimal.
I saw a grumpy old woman that
rancid
laughed at me.
coffee. Why would the GM make me drink rancid coffee?
Your arm is badly broken. So what happened was it was clamped within a new reconstituted corpse's rib cage, closed down on it. So it got a clean break, but then, if you remember, the creature lifted you and threw you against the
Yes.
wall. So your arm was wrenched out of here, and you're lucky to still have it.
I'm assuming I probably have some degree of a concussion.
Certainly, yes. Remember, but we've already dealt with that. Remember, you.
Oh yeah, I got medical aid from Garrett.
Well, you got some old man painkillers, so you're feeling a little happier.
Yeah, she'll take it.
Yeah, maybe don't go to sleep for a while, and also do something about that arm. Okay, so let's jump back over to where we were with Agent Michaels in the deep woods of Idaho with his new best buddy, Ranger Henderson. I think I know where it might be, or at least where it was.
Fuck. All right. What we got?
Powell Ranger Station was attacked a couple of nights ago.
What did they report?
They thought maybe a large animal must have attacked, but one of the rangers hasn't been seen since then. They figured he had gone partying and just hadn't turned up for work, but now they're working on the assumption that he is missing. And there are signs of they thought a bear had wandered in and tried to raid the kitchen or the garbage bins, but maybe it was what we're after.
When was this?
He's been missing. No one's seen him since sometime on Monday, apparently.
And we're Thursday.
Yeah.
And the crash happened on Monday?
Sunday.
Sunday. Frick.
No, the crash happened on Monday.
That crash happened on Monday,
Yeah.
but he hasn't been seen since Monday. And when was he supposed to be on duty?
I didn't get that
All right,
information.
never mind. No worries, no worries.
But if you want to check where Powell Ranger Station is,
Yes,
you can
I
see
do.
how far he's gotten.
I
It's on the map.
yes, that's what I was trying to look at once you're telling me, and then I was like, I'm holding my phone. Let me just listen to you. All right, give me a second.
I can't wait till you have to off the entire National Ranger Service.
I hope you've got your fire axe with you, right?
Ranger Henderson has an axe in his
Fantastic.
van.
Oh, you're gonna kill him with his own weapon?
Seen worse. Oh, that's southeast of here. All right. Fuck it, let's go there. Let's go there first.
Okay. It's probably going to take a couple hours to drive there, right?
Nope. Super close.
How long?
Probably. All right, fuck it. Couple hours. Let's go.
Do you do anything while you are in the car? You're having a nap, or you?
I mean, I've just gotten this news on the phone, so I might send a message back being like, currently tracking night of the crash. Incident happened at the nearest ranger one of the near ranger station. Going to investigate it. That's it.
Okay. All right.
That sounded like what do you call it, telegram speak? Like attack, night of crash, stop.
At the hospital where Agent Madeline is, you've now had your arm set in a cast. You've been given plenty of painkillers and enough to get you through the next few days. But you are in an isolation ward because they assume you are a biological hazard.
Fun.
So anyone who comes, there aren't many nurses and doctors coming into you regularly. When they do come in, they're in full hazmat suits because they've been told by the CDC that you might be contagious with something.
Okay. I suppose that if we want me to just hang out here for a while, I can use that for privacy for using the police scanner, but I don't feel like that's going to be super useful. I could be more useful.
You can probably stick your iPhone headphones into the scanner and just listen to it that way.
Yeah, I mean, I had on my list of things to do, see if anyone else is being eaten outside of town by monster number 2. So if you have time while, someone's, putting your cast on or whatever, that might be quite helpful.
I mean, that was my intention, but after getting my arm set, I was planning to leave.
Fair.
So,
So I assume you have been listening to the scanner on and off during these, especially
Exactly.
when you were alone. You have not heard any more pertinent news. There's been a couple of mentions of the descriptions of the people who broke into the medical center, but things seem to have died down a little on that. They're still searching, but there's no updates.
okay, I think while she's being seen to, she would take a little bit of time to look up some maps and look at any interesting, like plotting a course kind of eastwards towards the forest, so that they have an area within that they should probably be looking in, so she can keep out details specifically for those areas. And then she would probably mostly be waiting to hear from Dossier and see if he recovered anything. Because when he's recovered something, my initial plan was for her to go back to the green box and set up a kind of dark room to do an examination of the foot. But now I'm second guessing myself and thinking, is that foot gonna turn into a bunch of little hands?
Would at least be smaller and easier to deal with. You might get a
Yes.
bit of a kicking, but
I'm just wondering what more information I could possibly learn at this point
UV.
from autopsying. Aside from the UV test, I don't think there's much more I can really obtain from this.
That sounds like a good idea. We have enough firepower in that green box to eviscerate a foot.
Yeah. You can light it up on fire. You can test a bunch of crazy stuff. I've also
So around about 9:30 in the morning, on the radio scanner, you hear a report of, it's just a mention of someone asks for a patrol car to go by Monroe High School.
oh fuck.
Suspected vandalism or break-in.
oh god, American high schools open at 8 as well, so it's already...
I pass that on to the boys.
I am displeased. Is that nearby? Because I'm still hunkering down in the below the window of Morgan's car. So if I get my little map out and look at where that is it?
Monroe High School, yeah, it's not far down the road.
Okay, because I was going to be getting a map out and being okay, where's quiet and has hiding places for answer received. Right, are you coming back in?
I would also point out, just that's important, but for me to continue potentially being useful, I'm gonna need that gym bag.
Good point. I'm not seeing a lot of good choices here. Do we want to split up, get Madeline her gym bag back, and one of us go and carefully look at this high school? What do you reckon?
Okay.
Do you have thoughts about which of those you'd prefer to do?
You can also just bring it to the hospital, and I'll take a cab to the storage space.
Well, how are you going to get out the hospital?
Tell them, it's okay, folks, I'm CDC.
And I have a gun.
Make a rope out of bed sheets and climb out the window.
Oh, classic. I've always wanted to do that.
With one arm.
Okay.
Well, while you think about that,
Yeah, Garrett hears monster in school, and someone will need to persuade him to do anything else between now and go check that out.
Oh, well, why do you need the bag in hospital now? What's in the bag?
Not in the hospital, but for me to continue, I want to go to the green box and experiment on that foot.
Oh, we can swing by, drop it at the green box, and then go to the school. Because then you can just go to the green box.
Drive fast, Morgan.
All right.
Drive very
if
fast.
you want to split up, you'll have to go back to the motel to get your car.
No, we do it together.
Monster in the school. Put your foot down.
Yeah, let's go to school.
I mean, Madeleine still has to figure out how to get out of the hospital.
We got time.
Monroe High School is it's about probably like a 30-minute drive from
That's the one.
Snohomish Medical Examiner's office.
Oh, yeah, because Wells was the Swedish hospital. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, and this is about a 30-minute drive.
Could it be faster?
Yeah, it could be faster. When you get to the high school, there's one patrol car here.
Thoughts? Do we talk to the guys in the patrol car outside and blag our way in, or do we just go in there? Because info would be very good, but not getting tangled up in...
Well, look, we'll swing by, let them know that we're here so that they don't shoot us. They can radio ahead to anyone inside, and let's just go.
That's... So talk to them and then sneak in, or who do we tell them we are?
I'm FBI.
Okay, you do the talking then, because I'm not FBI.
Yeah, but you're... What do you even do?
I'm a military policeman. Retired.
Military policeman. Policeman was the difference.
So you're going to introduce yourself as FBI at the high school to the police officers.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wait, and I can say I'm Dr. Kemp Whitmore from the CDC, which increases the chance of getting the high school cleared.
Kemp Whitmore, that's a good one. It's
That
better than what I came up with.
Which was Percy Fletcher. Percy Fish.
Percy
Farding.
All right, so this is now an emergency CDC FBI operation, and we need to get in there right now.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I don't know. I can just say I'm in the area. Let's not raise any alarm bells that don't need to be raised.
Look, chances
Let's go.
All right, take point. I'll back you up. I have a shotgun in my coat.
All right, so we're...
What are you packing, by the way?
I have a Walter P22.
Fantastic. Oh, and the UV light,
Yeah.
which I assume if we didn't have it already, you got from inside the morgue. So we're good. Go for it.
Have you taken any steps to disguise yourself in any way?
That's a damn good question. Wearing a beanie? I don't know. That would probably make me look less professional.
We found like a couple Halloween costumes in the back of this car because it was a rental. They didn't tidy it out beforehand. So
I come out dressed as Count Chocula? Yeah. No, I tell you what, I'm wearing like if I have a CDC baseball cap or something like that, just something that will make me not look like the sort of, it would make my baldness arguable rather than evident.
Fair enough.
plus, like, I imagine that you don't look that different from most other middle-aged white dudes in the city. So, like, that description.
I'm quite big.
Oh, okay.
I think it would be more hit points.
It would be more likely to set off alarm bells if you were with Madeline at the same time.
Yeah.
Well, could I be mistaken for a 5'10" redheaded woman?
Can you describe your character?
5'10". That.
Is Selena quite tall? I was imagining her as like being Janine-sized the whole time.
No, I think Janine said that Selena was quite tall.
Okay, well, we can bond over imagining ourselves to be much taller characters. It's very empowering.
So Selena is 5'10", 5'11".
Cool.
I'm making up a character to play. Why would I choose to continue playing a 5'1" short ass?
No, I'm very familiar with this thought process. This is not the first time I have followed it.
The cops at the school, turn around and you introduce yourself as FBI and with a CDC chaser.
Yeah.
CDC? Oh, FBI? What? I think this is just vandalism or. So what are you guys doing here?
Sir, we're pursuing a lead related to a break-in and the possible spreading of a biohazard at the medical center. I think it's better to play it safe.
I ain't heard nothing on the radio. Can I see your ID?
I show them my Kemp Whitmore ID.
He takes a look. He takes a note of the name. He calls it into dispatch. Dispatch doesn't know anything, but the dispatcher, you hear the dispatcher going, "Oh, there was CDC active in the area in the last few days. Maybe connected. Just do what they say, but follow them."
Yeah. What can you tell us about the nature of the vandalism? Maybe it's nothing, but...
Yeah, well, I say vandalism, but I'm not sure if it was. I don't think it was kids. Come, follow me, and you'll see. He leads you around the side of the high school, and one of the fire doors has been crumpled in. It's just the doors are just barely hanging on the hinges, and directly inside there is like a big floor polisher.
Yeah.
And that is lying on its side, and the side is crumpled in.
Okay, so does it look like something tried to break in and couldn't and knocked it over, or has someone breached this door?
There is a V-shaped gap in the doorway. The doors aren't open, but there is an opening. Yeah.
Okay.
And cops like there's no sign of the janitor. We figured he's sleeping off a heavy night somewhere and just didn't turn up.
A lot of people spending a few days partying around here.
You say? Really?
Is not what he says. Right, and this is into the school proper? This is like into corridors?
Yes.
And
no sign of any other disturbance inside of the school. Just this door caved in, damage to some equipment. As I said, I would blame kids, but look at this door.
Yeah, it looks like someone crashed a car into it.
Then it's got the janitor.
Yes. Description of the janitor, real quick?
Yeah, and he calls over his buddy, and he's like, "You got the description of that janitor?" And he reads it off to you.
And yeah, the school is currently full of like adorable American school children, right? This is
Teenagers.
great.
So not adorable at all.
Yeah, I don't know. They have their moments.
We're scared. We're terrified right
Like
now.
through the doorway and down the end of the corridor, you can see that it's been taped off with police tape, and there are kids, some kids walking to class, like going across the corridor, and there are some kids stopped and just staring down directly at you.
Right, we need to search this place.
I can feel them judging me, Garrett.
Phones.
Teenagers are the scariest.
I think if they're the scariest thing we find in this school, that'll be great. Okay, is it worth checking inside and outside? Should we split up, or should we, on some pretext, do a sweep in there?
There's got to be some evidence of the thing being here.
Cupboards,
or something being
basement,
here beyond. Yeah.
furnace room, empty classrooms.
Are your characters talking about this in front of the police officer?
No.
So what do you want to do?
Well, so what have you already done, officers? Where have you searched? Have you found it?
we
Does the
checked all the-
janitor drive to school? Have there any sign of his car? Do we know he's not here?
No, we don't believe he has a car. He traveled on the bus. We've got a car swinging by for a welfare check right now. They'll probably call in about 10 minutes. We did a sweep of all of the classrooms and utility rooms. We did not find anything. No further disturbance beyond this door and the immediate vicinity.
Yeah,
He travels by bus in bumfuck USA.
Yeah, it's a bad life.
That is.
And now he's been eaten.
It's a suburb of Seattle.
You mind if we have a look around ourselves?
By all means, I'll need to go with you.
Sure.
Great.
Before we go amidst the kids, I will have to put my aviators on.
Because you really need that validation from the teenagers.
What Charles said is right. They probably will be filming us.
Okay, well, I'm 57 and I'm not thinking about that, so. I don't know what YouTube is.
Okay, so you go about searching the school with the cops. Back over with Agent Michaels.
Aye.
You have made it to the Powell Ranger Station.
Excellent. What do I see?
A scene not unlike the one I just described about the high school. One of the doors was smashed in. and reports of a missing ranger. There doesn't seem to be much more damage around there. This was a couple of days, of course, days ago. There is a ranger on duty there.
I salute him.
Salute you back. Ranger Henderson introduces you as his best friend, Eric.
I love it. Ranger, can you tell me about the state of this place when you found it Tuesday morning, I'm guessing?
Sure thing. He introduced himself as Ranger Collins, and
Ranger Collins.
And you are
Ranger Perez.
Ooh, not first term basis.
But you can call me Eric.
Yeah, he tells you that he arrived to work Tuesday morning and found it looked like some large animal had tried to get into the station. It would have just been probably one other ranger on duty here, Richardson. Yeah, he would have been the only one around, and well, he was definitely on duty. He went on duty, but we haven't seen him come back. So Richardson's a bit of a fuck up. It's not unusual for him to just disappear for a couple of days. That's what we assumed. But then we heard the alert about the dangerous animal.
Right.
Start putting two and two together. You think we lost a ranger?
Well, we hope not. I don't want to jump to any conclusions.
What should we be tracking?
It's a fine question. That is a fine question. And I would love to let you know. But I don't know.
Okay, Ranger, that doesn't give me much to work with.
It does not.
You could tell them it's a rabid bear. That would at least be roughly the right size.
Well, what we saw with the tracking is it was roughly the size of a bear. A rabid bear.
Check, are there grizzlies in... Where are we now? Idaho?
Is grizzly the big one? I thought brown bears were the biggest ones.
But brown bears are scary.
Brown bears and grizzly are the same thing. It's black bears
Yeah.
and grizzlies.
I'm basing this on our game of... What was it called?
Honey heist.
Honey Heist.
Honey heist. Yeah, grizzly bears are the brown bears and they're the biggest, and black bears are smaller.
What about polar bears?
Massive.
Tell them it's a polar bear.
I think polar bears are about the same size as grizzlies.
Yeah, there are grizzlies in Idaho.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, around 35 to 40 grizzly bears live in the Selkirk Mountains of Idaho. It's nice that they have that tracked. Do they
All
have
right,
names?
okay.
Anyway, yeah.
So that figures. Yeah, so you think there's a rabid grizzly
It's the
on
cocaine
loose.
bear.
Well, shit.
No, the cocaine bear died immediately after
Yeah.
ingesting the
Oh.
cocaine.
It's a really sad story,
It's a really sad story.
Yeah, he just ate a whole lot of poison and died.
died, yeah. Had an overdose of cocaine. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. It's fucking terrible. But yes. What about the state of the station?
He shows you the damage that was done to the door.
All right, it's just the door.
Yeah, there was signs of like something had been picking around in here. We figured it was a bear looking for food.
Sounds good. It sounds terrible.
But now it doesn't sound like that's what it was doing at all. Or rather, it found food.
Yeah.
Ranger Richardson.
Did any tracks? Any obvious tracks?
No, well, I mean, and he points at the car park and it's tarmac. No, and we didn't think to look further because until
why?
we heard about this alert.
Yeah, of course. You know what? Maybe you can help me. Let's have a quick look around, see if there's anything obvious that looked like some large animal might have gone through here. And if we don't find anything, I think that's good news for Ranger Richardson.
Okay. All right, well, I'll put out a bulletin to all ranger stations.
Sounds good.
Be on the lookout.
Aye.
Where are you going? And you're continuing east?
Well, first I'm going to have a look around here. Maybe spend no more than 45 minutes looking. Like you said, it's tarmac, but if there's anything specifically eastwards from there.
Yeah, when you check and focus on an easterly direction and you know what you're looking for, you do find some traces, maybe like 50, 60 meters east of this building.
Right. All right. I don't want to worry Ranger Collins any more than that, but I thank him for his time, and if anything happens, do give us a shout on Ranger Henderson's
Do you maybe want to
phone.
get a description of what he looks like? Well, if this thing is in the other ranger's body, then.
You think they split?
Well, I think it may have like taken over his body.
Oh, no, I think it's just been eaten.
I think they assimilate rather
They
than.
assimilate to anything else.
okay.
That's why they don't poop. I made a really
I see.
big deal about
You
the
did
fact
make
they
a
don't.
massive deal. A big steaming deal about
Big
it.
steaming pile of big guys. They don't poop. Yes.
Okay, now you are very tired at this point, and your stimulants are probably running out.
Oh no,
Running
I've
out.
run out.
Yeah, so you're on minus 20 on everything unless you get some sleep.
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get naps here and there like I can.
Yeah, it's-
which I'm used to, being a firefighter in the NPS.
Yeah, I think between power naps and maybe some more stimulants, depending on what you want to take, I'll let you roll
we
again.
are at a ranger station. There's definitely a coffee machine there, or pot of coffee. I refill my little what do they call it? The canisters, the
Thermos?
thermos. I refill my thermos, my 2-liter thermos of Joe.
My little coffee mug, my sippy cup.
Aye. And we keep heading east. It seems to be east, southeast.
You're just driving, you're not doing anything else.
I'm gonna stop at the first town we get to, which is.
Do you want to check the internet?
What? I don't have internet.
Why wouldn't you have internet?
I'm in the middle of nowhere.
No, you're not. Look at the map where you
There's
are.
a tarmac
Thank you.
car park.
You're on the road.
All right, fine. We'll check the internet. For
Yeah.
Hot singles.
I mean, what would you look like? You're looking for a monster. What would you do?
check for animal attacks. I thought that was pretty good.
Sasquatch sightings.
Sasquatch sightings.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna check like local social media posts and things. Okay.
I'm just looking at what's this town right next to it? Oh, Lolo. Okay, it's Lolo. I've taken more coffee and I'm napping some more.
You're taking more coffee. Give me a D6 roll. See how long that lasts for you.
6.
And so you get another 6 hours from drinking coffee and taking power naps. But roll a D6 and subtract that from your willpower.
Got the world's largest willpower. It's now an 8. I've got like the lowest willpower. Okay.
And so while Ranger Henderson is driving, you are checking your phone or your laptop for social media posts for the area around you.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot of mentions of whatever happened at the ranger station, like local posts, people on Facebook talking about it, wondering what happened, wondering if they need to be on the lookout for wild animals, how to keep their children safe. And then on Facebook, you come across a video that some RV owners have posted from the Parks and Pine RV Camp Resort, which will be on the map if you look for it. And that is some very shaky, very dark video, apparently taken from inside of their camper van as something is mashing against their door and the whole camper van is shaking. They're screaming. At times they attempt to put the phone up to the window, but it's pitch darkness outside. And this goes on for several minutes before there is a flashing light seen through the window and the hammering stops. And about 30 seconds later, one of the camp security knocks on the door, and you can just hear a woman sobbing and a man constantly just going, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, the whole time until he opens the door and embraces the security guard. And that's the end of the video.
Light. Just pure light. Holy fuck.
Whoa, hang on, what?
Well,
It was probably a muzzle flash.
you think
No,
it's a muscle?
the flashing lights of the security
Yeah.
Like a flashlight.
Just yeah. It wasn't UV light that sent the thing away. It was just light.
Hey, you grasped that shiny golden ray of hope.
I did.
Well, I mean, I assumed that might also be the case, but the purpose of having the UV light specifically was to check if it was sunlight or not.
Yeah. No, I hear you. But what if it's just light?
What if it's got probably big mole eyes and it just hurts? It just doesn't like the light, but
Yeah.
maybe the UV burns.
Well, we might get the chance to test both of these theories very soon.
I just love it if all of these light theories are completely unfounded and we've just been on a wild goose chase about
I don't know
this.
where the fuck you got them from.
I mean, I don't know. I'll send the video to the Three Stooges. the three suits, you know,
And continue hunting.
and continue hunting.
Excellent. Jan, how are you
Yes.
getting out of the hospital?
I have called our contact at the CDC and told her to turn up with what looks like a med kit and tell her that she's been tasked with like an emergency examination of me and she's going to clear me and march me out of the hospital.
Okay, she'll give it a go.
This poor woman's like the most valuable member of our team. She's always come through for us.
And after the high school, you found nothing.
Huh. Well, we get a look around, you know, seeing the no ceiling panels removed, no nothing. So would that lead us to the conclusion that something banged the door but didn't get in? Would that seem logical?
Well, maybe the janitor let him in.
Do you want to examine the door?
Yeah,
Good thinking.
What's your forensics?
something good. Or not 30. It's 30.
30. Okay. You take a while examining this door. It is very badly damaged, but you do find on one jagged edge of where the door has been ripped apart some blood. There is traces of blood. And you know what? There's skin on that as well. It looks like someone has been dragged through these broken doors.
Ooh.
I want to collect that.
Yep. And do you let the cops know?
Are they watching us?
They're not watching you very closely. They are there.
What do you think?
I don't think they need to know about this. So now potentially we're
What's
making.
your stealth?
I got 40 if that helps. No, wait, I got 20. So
I got 10.
Yeah, as you're furtively scraping at this thing, one of the cops goes, "Hey, you find something over there?"
Looks like traces of blood.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
You missed this? Your forensics guys already swung by, or what?
No. We're waiting here for forensics to. Well, I'm only calling forensics because you guys turned up. But yeah, we were just checking out. We thought we were checking vandalism. No, forensics have not been here yet.
Well, chances are the vandal hurt themselves on this, but I'm gonna book it just in case.
All right. Seems like a big deal for the FBI to get involved, but okay.
well, you don't want
I'm
your
already here.
Yeah, we appreciate your presence.
And with a missing person's case, you always hope it doesn't turn into something more than that. But
Well, anytime you would like to share some details with the local police, maybe we could be of assistance.
anytime we'd like to do that, we absolutely will.
Right, understood.
We done here, Morgan?
We're done here.
And you leave. Where are you headed?
Right, shit. Do we have a reasonable idea of when this happened? Like, there's a pretty small window, so sometime before the sun rose, like a few hours ago?
The janitor's shift was at like a night shift.
Okay. In this case, I'm imagining, like, door gets banged, janitor goes up to door gets wrenched open, janitor gets snatched, but that doesn't particularly help us, I guess. I've got to have gone to ground somewhere around here, but because it goes quite fast, that could be quite a big area.
I say we keep heading east. The good news here is that the only witness is probably dead.
Yeah, can I check our map to see if there's anything obviously like that barn where the other specimen was sleeping? Like anything that would stick out to me, I could do navigate or military science, something like that.
What's your military science?
40.
Yeah. There is, I mean, there's a lot of open ground headed east now. It's heading into quite rural area, so there are a few options. But yeah, there are some. There is farmland where you assume there must be barns. There are directly in the line that you are looking at. There's maybe 3 or 4 in the immediate vicinity.
All right, do you want to do a sweep, and if we don't find anything, catch up with Madeline, see what else we got, check our mail?
You want to stick together or split up?
To be honest, I like the idea of sticking together.
Well, let's go then.
Okay, so you're going back to the green box? Or the motel? You said
that
you
was
wanted to
if,
check your mail.
We were going to have a quick look at, like, outlying farmland in this direction, see,
okay.
like, this house, this barn, this house, and if that doesn't yield anything, head back.
Yeah, give me a search roll.
Yep, do you have search?
I do.
You can both do it.
All right, you got 95, nothing.
72, nothing.
You check those barns that you flagged as being potential nesting spots, but you don't find any signs of anything. Back at the hospital, Dr. Kane, God bless her heart, has turned up, and she has made a big hullabaloo about taking you to a proper lab to examine you, and she ushers everyone out of the way. She's like, keep out of my way, as she brings you out to her Mazda hatchback car and bundles you in and closes the door, and she goes, and when she puts her hands on the steering wheel, she is shaking like a leaf. She doesn't know what the fuck she's involved in here, and she's like, okay, where to?
I tell it, for now, just drive. And
This is so exciting.
I give her a nip from my hip flask, try and calm her nerves. And then I think at this point I call either Boshiers or Garrett to see where they're at. I'm hoping at this point this is when they're done at the school. I'd rather not take her to the green box. So it would be good for us to meet up somewhere to get passed over at least, but I want to end up at the green box.
Yeah, I mean, I need to swing by the motel to check my mail. Apart from anything else, we could meet there.
I mean, also it also means that I could set up a dark room in the motel, but I want it to be in the green box so I could potentially pilfer any exciting items because of her fixation with hypergeometry.
I've told you you have the details of all of the items.
Yes,
that
I
you found
wanted
in
to
there.
recheck the
there you
items.
go.
So depending on this list depends on whether she wants to go to the green box or not.
You took all of those guns.
No, I think I just took the shotgun. Everything else is still there.
Okay. So let's go to the motel first then.
All right,
What are you doing at the motel?
I'm checking my postbox.
There is a package waiting for
All right, I go open it in my car, by which I mean Morgan's car. Oh, yeah, thanks, Felicia. For the folks at home, this is an entirely redacted piece of paper with top secret at the top of it.
Oh, can we get a picture of that to add into the show
you.
notes?
Certainly can.
Can it have my displeased face beside it?
I think if you examine it quite closely,
Indeed.
you may be able to learn something. It might be something that you may need to take home with you and spend time poring over, and
Indeed.
recreating the.
Arc dream.
If you put lemon juice on it and then put it
There
in the
is
fire.
also a photograph.
Is it also been redacted? Someone put a bunch of glue on it or something?
Sorry, hang on while I find this thing. I spent hours on it, so I'm going to find it.
Or did you make this one?
Yeah, I wrote the document as well, and then redacted the whole thing. And I spent a lot of time writing the document.
No, it's like Buddhist monks making a sand mandala and then destroying it.
Yeah. Well, son of a gun. There was also a photo of Tibalt Grieves, which I will share in Discord later on.
What's he up to? Is it like a headshot?
It was him in a lab, and it had the caption "Geneticist Project Core, Director of Non-Human Pathology, reports to Croft J, Director."
I know that name, right?
Yes, you do.
Fuck. He's a bad guy, folks.
Another page gives an address for Grieves in Upperville, Virginia, which we already know is near Mount Weather. So yeah, the package was a FedEx package containing 36 sheets, photocopies of photocopies. They appear to date from the mid-1980s to early 1990s and are mostly heavily redacted, including the classification marks. On one sheet, however, the classification mark escaped redaction. Top secret, special access required, magic, MAJIC.
Okay, well, while there are nuggets here, I might want to study more deeply. This just goes further to prove the enemy action theory from back in seemingly the 80s and 90s. This is a leftover of some non-human biology, which I assume Grieves was messing with for Majestic 12, which isn't giving Garrett any good feelings right now.
Now, you're reading this in the car of the parking lot of the motel?
Yeah, he's put his reading glasses on and is squinting angrily at it and mumbling to himself.
And Agent Morgan is sitting beside you.
Yes, I'm mumbling to myself and I'm saying things like, bolster their resistance to radiation something. Disease organisms personalized for individuals, something.
Agent Morgan, give me a alertness check.
That's a fail.
So you're reading this. Are you relaying any of it to Morgan?
I think I've maybe said something vague about how this confirms what I was talking about earlier, about enemy action, about stuff from the past of the organization. But other than that, so far, I've just said little bits of what I'm trying to read.
As you look up at one point to speak to Morgan, you see that across the car park, a police cruiser has just pulled in with 2 police officers in it. As you watch, they pull up outside to the reception office. They both get out and walk into the office
Of our motel.
Yes. And as you are watching, you see the person behind the counter points out into the car park.
Morgan, drive.
I flick my cigarette butt out the window and I calmly drive away.
You see, as you are calmly driving out of the car park, you see the 2 cops running out of the office. One of them is reaching for his gun, though he doesn't draw it, and the other is holding up his hand towards your car and shouting to stop, and he's also reaching for his gun.
I take my shotgun out from under my coat, which was rolled up at my feet, but don't show it yet. What are you doing?
Should we go or should we... They got my plates now.
I mean, how do you imagine the conversation would go if we stopped now, right?
Yeah, we'll drive. I didn't see anything. I roll up the windows. So everything's tinted. I just didn't see, right? And I'm wearing my sunglasses still, so...
Yeah, the cop slows down and he says, and he looks in the car and he comes over to you. His partner takes up a position with his gun drawn, and he's behind the cruiser. And the other cop looks in and he says, "Are you guests here at the motel?"
Morgan, I said drive.
Yeah. What seems to be the problem, officer?
You are staying here alone, or is there anyone else staying with you?
We're staying here alone.
And your names are?
None of your business. Flash your badge.
Look, officer, what's this about? I show him my FBI.
We're following up a lead on when he sees the badge. He's like, Special Agent. We're following up a lead on break-in at the medical examiner's office last night. Word was 2 people fitting the description were reporters being guests here at this motel. Your friend in the passenger seat there was pointed out to us by the receptionist as being one of those guests.
I probably signed in as Dr. Kemp Whitmore, CDC, right? Like, if...
I guess so.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
who is your friend?
Dr. Kemp Whitmore, CDC. Under my coat, I'm taking the safety off the shotgun by touch.
All right. Morgan, what are you doing? He's looking. He's examining the inside of the car. He seems to have been diffused a little by the FBI badge, but he still wants to know what the fuck is going on here.
There's got to be some kind of mistake. Mr. Whitmore here has been working a case with me.
Been working me over.
He's been working me all night.
Look, we're staying together at a motel because we're in love with each other, and I'd like you to back off, is not what I say.
It would be pretty good cover.
Yeah, but not
It
something
would
Garrett would
make-
ever say.
It would make the officer so
Do you want to give me a
uncomfortable.
persuade roll?
Yeah. I failed everything so far, so I feel like this one should go well, right?
I have a backup persuade roll in my lap under my coat. You're fine.
55 as a crit fail.
You're gonna get shot.
We'll see who gets
He
shot.
says, okay, gentlemen, I'm just going to ask you to step out of the car just for a moment until we can
Our car is
we can
full of illegal weapons,
straighten
right?
this out.
No, mine are illegal. Did you bring illegal weapons into my car?
Did you not take everything from the green box?
You guys are still in the rental car, right?
No,
we
we're
went back to the
we're in
motel, so
Morgan's car.
I'm in my car.
Oh, so you got into your car
Yeah.
then. Okay, I thought you were still sitting in the rental car. Okay, so you're in your own car.
And they're asking us to step out of it.
Yes, please. And now he is definitely putting his hand over his pistol.
Listen, I don't want to do anything stupid here, but I've got an illegal shotgun, I've got a fake ID. If it was you by yourself, I feel like you'd be able to work with this. Is anything like in front of the car right now?
The exit from the car park.
Look, I'm afraid we got places to be. Urgent things that are a bit above your pay grade, officer, so...
I'm sure that's all very true, but this won't take long. Can you take your key out of the ignition, sir?
I'm afraid I can't do that.
He flips the catch on his holster and starts to draw his gun.
I pull my shotgun out of my coat.
Okay, and then we'll go to initiative as soon as he sees that shotgun.
All right.
What's your...
Fuck, I'm gonna be stranded at the hospital forever.
Yeah, you leave flowers on our graves, all right?
On my initiative order, I guess I slammed my fucking foot down.
Please!
What's your dex?
14.
Let's put the receptionist in there.
Oh, more collateral damage.
And give me a dex roll, just an opposed dex roll against the cop because his dex is the same as yours. Against your 55.
86.
86, he rolled a 64. They both fail, but his was... What is your... in this case, you would win. Yep.
Really?
Yes, because you have the higher score. In an opposed, both fail. The higher one wins.
Which is one
That's
of the
weird.
really fucked up rules about this. I know it's the
Yeah.
one that fucked me over in the last game
Well,
too.
it makes sense because the higher roll probably means that you have the higher skill.
Because if they're both successes, if you get like 89 out of your skill of
Yeah.
90, that's better than someone else's 17 out of their skill of 20 or whatever.
Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Am I?
No, that is the, like,
Right?
I have heard people trip over this
Yeah.
on a million different podcasts. And
Oh, well,
yeah.
when you put it like that, it makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, Garrett, your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Are you gonna fucking blast this dude?
It's a very small, he's like in the window, basically,
Yes.
right?
And you're also firing a sawn off past me, I guess.
Look, I didn't
At the very
I
least,
told
you're gonna
you to
give me
drive.
tinnitus.
They do not spray out in a 90
No,
degree
but it's gonna ring out my. You're gonna make me deaf.
He's
yeah, but
definitely
you
going
won't
to deafen
be,
you.
but you won't be blind.
You
You
won't
can
be
still
deafened.
drive.
Is he wearing body armor that I can see? He's probably not.
Not on
He-
his head.
Yes, he is wearing body armor. He's a cop.
Okay, I would like to try and shoot this man in the chest with some buckshot. That is my intention. We'll see how well that works.
Okay, so armor is doubled against buckshot,
Great.
but you do get a plus 20 because it's a shotgun. You also get another plus 20 because it is so close.
Okay, so right now I'm at 140 to hit, I think.
What is your firearms?
85.
Yeah, I think like unless you get a crit, unless you roll 100, you're gonna hit him.
Yeah, I'd like to knock him over long enough for Morgan to drive us away.
And do you want to give him both barrels?
I would prefer to give him one barrel if at all possible.
All right, because
Two-
you're not trying to kill him.
Yeah,
Okay.
at 77, which is a crit success.
Crit success, which is full damage. What's the damage on that? It's 2d8 actually.
Yep.
So that's 16. His armor
You killed him.
is a 5. It's doubled as 10. He takes 6 points of damage. And his hit point... Oh. He is... The shotgun blast takes him full in the chest. And it doesn't knock him flying because that doesn't happen. But he goes down like a fucking sack of potatoes.
All right, so that happens, and over the sound of my...
He needs to do a con roll. Oh, and he passed that. He's not unconscious. He's lying on the ground, but he's still conscious.
Right, over the sound of the two hysterical opera singers that are yelling in my ears at the moment, I shout, "Fucking step on it, Agnes!"
I'm going to ask for a con check from Morgan, and you give me a con check as well. You were both in the confines of a car.
That's a crit success.
Crit success?
Yeah, 36 out of 70, so yeah, good.
Excellent. Yeah, your ears are ringing, but you're not, you're not fucked. Morgan, it's your turn.
I drive.
Give me a drive roll.
That's a success.
Okay, you go tear-assing out of this car park. As you are driving by, the other cop takes a shot at you, and it hits the windscreen and you feel the round fly between your heads. Your windscreen is gone. But you're out on the street and you are driving top speed, presumably, as shots ring out. None of them hit your car, but you don't hear pursuit. Obviously, the cop is checking on his friend. Yeah, you are driving like the clappers. Where are you going?
Away. Where the fuck are we going?
Look what you fucking did in my car, you son of a bitch.
I told you to drive.
God damn it.
Which
We're just
direction
screaming at each other, just full volume, because we cannot hear ourselves.
Are you still listening to the police scanner?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, as you're in the back of Dr. Kane's, what do I say, Mazda, and you hear a message on the police scanner. There's been an officer-involved shooting, officer down at this motel. It names the motel that you guys were staying at. You instantly recognize it. And there is a description of Morgan and Garrett and Morgan's car.
Two fugitives described as highly competent and oddly attractive.
Oh, fucking hell, boys. Well, it definitely means that we can't go back to the motel now.
So what are you going to tell Kane to do?
To still just keep driving whilst I want to contact one of these two. If I call them, they're not going to be able to hear me on the phone.
Well,
Can Kane hear the scanner, or do you have headphones on?
I have headphones on.
Okay.
like, you're heading towards the motel. We're heading away from the motel. Maybe we'll just see each other and just have a sidelong look.
We just slow-mo, two cars passing each other. No, I think my first instinct is to call them and be like, "What the fuck?" and figure out a way to
What?
meet. And now I realize that.
Put it on loudspeaker.
But I don't know that they can't fucking hear me if I try to call them.
You can send a text.
You'll have to shout, but they can hear you. They passed their
Okay, you're
contacts.
driving. I guess I answer my phone.
Well, very fucking subtle, boys.
What?
Subtle, this is your fucking fault.
I'm out of the hospital. We need to meet. I can't get Kane involved any further. Let's meet up, pick me up, and we'll figure things out from there.
Get her to drop you by the road and we'll pick you up on the way to the green box?
Just by the road.
Absolutely. Well, by the road towards the green box, right? That's a bit out of town.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah. You just wait there and we'll come pick you up.
She's holding the phone like 2 feet away from her face. She's like...
What way are you driving? Are you driving fast? Give me a look roll.
A luck. Is low good?
Nope. Oh, yes, it is.
Well, that's a 27.
27. Okay, you're lucky so far. But there are going to be more of these if you do not change vehicle. Back in the woods.
Peaceful woods.
Let's go for a picnic with Charles.
Things are looking up and up.
Wow, things are going really well without all those suits.
Yeah. It's funny.
What did you say? Those pencil pushers?
You're
bushes.
collected a merry band of park rangers. You're just having a high old time.
You got a bunch of like deer and birds and bunnies
Yeah.
following you.
And one rabbit bear. Yeah, good stuff. Have I made it to Lolo yet?
Loco.
Loco.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So it's been 2 days. It's the night, so it's been 2 days or a day and a half, let's say.
Yeah, well, let's say we're in late afternoon now on Thursday, October 5th.
Aye.
The video was from the night of October 3rd, morning of October 4th.
So yeah, let's hit the campground. Let's ask the director of the campgrounds. Hey, can you tell me a little bit of what happened the other night?
Yeah, we had one of our security heard a commotion. It sounded like someone going to town on the side of an RV. Yeah, it's a pretty big campground. He didn't know exactly where it was. He did a patrol, and by the time he got to Mr. and Mrs. Rogers, by the time he got to the Rogers site, yeah, whatever it was had clearly been scared off by his flashing lights. But yeah, something big was trying to get in at those people.
I can't help myself. You tell me Mr. Rogers was not happy with his neighbor.
He was not. And this used to be a great neighborhood.
Yeah, exactly. Have they left since?
The Rogers?
Yes.
No, they live here.
They live. All right. Do you mind if I'm gonna go and talk to them real quick?
Sure. Yeah. You'll find them, and he gives you the number of their site.
Wonderful. Cheers. Thank you. Anything else you can tell me?
Afraid not. No.
That's fine.
Do you think it's going to come back?
I don't think it's gonna come back.
Okay.
It seems like a singular bear, potential rabies. Does not seem to be backtracking itself.
Okay. All right. That's good to know.
Aye.
We'll keep an eye out anyway and call the park
Yes.
service if we see anything.
As per usual. Yes, please. So let's go and talk to the Rogers real quick.
Yeah, I mean,
Knock at the door. Basically, I just want to know if they saw anything.
Mrs. Rogers opens the door and
Hello, ma'am.
she's pretty drunk.
NPS.
And you hear someone in the background. There's a TV in the background, and someone shouts out, "Who is it?"
NPS.
What the fuck? And then like Mr. Rogers comes over, and he's visibly drunk as well, and they're both standing at the door going, "Can we help you, Ranger?"
Is he in a sweater vest?
Yes.
Brilliant. Hey, I heard that you guys had a disturbance the Tuesday night here at the camping grounds.
Disturbance. Yeah, I'd say it's a fucking disturbance. Something. We were nearly abducted by fucking aliens.
Oh. So you
They
saw...
came back for me.
And what did you see?
We didn't see shit, but we heard enough, and they were trying to get in. It's happened to me before. Last time they got me, they put probes inside of me.
Right. Anything else you can tell me about that night? The Tuesday night, not the night they put probes in you.
Oh, right. Okay. He kind of resets. No, it just scared the bejesus out of us. We were taking a nap after watching some late night TV. And we were woken up and something was trying to get in here. First of all, I thought it was Randy from across the way trying to get into my wife. He's got he's had his eye on her.
They don't call him Randy for nothing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're telling me Randy was feeling Randy.
Takes
But
Yeah.
Randy says he was asleep.
Okay. And
So it must have been the aliens back for me.
right, gotcha. All right, cool. Thank you for that. You didn't see them.
No, I didn't see nothing.
No.
But I found their spoor.
Oh.
Yeah.
This guy's good. He knows about Spur. Ask him to join your party.
And he goes, hang on.
All right.
I ain't showing it to no one in case they send the government out to us.
Gotta be careful.
He goes to the fridge, to his refrigerator, and opens up the freezer unit, and he takes out like a margarine tub.
Aye.
And he says, I got it right here. I got the sample right here.
And what do I see?
Peels back the lid. And inside there is a crystallized blue matter.
Right.
It's about an inch by an inch.
Cool.
Like it's just like a blob.
I closed the lid. Did you touch this?
No. I used the hand washing gloves.
Good.
And then I burned them afterwards. I know. Infections.
You know, right? All right. And I put my hand on the containers. You know how dangerous it is for you to keep this in the house.
And he tightens his grip on it and says, I know how valuable it is.
Valuable.
I can sell this. I read those saucer. What was the name of that magazine?
Saucer watch.
Saucer watch.
And how much do you think you're gonna get?
Well, it says in the back that they'll give $5,000 for proof of extraterrestrial life, and that's what I got right here.
Right here, and
This is $5,000.
right, and you're
I'll be thanking you to take your hands off it.
and you'll open the container and show it to the person.
To the guys from Saucer Watch, yeah, they know what they're doing.
And then what's gonna happen when the spores spread?
Hey, that's not my problem. I just want my
What are you talking
$5,000.
about? You just open it right here. For all I know, you might be contaminated already.
Roll a persuade.
Yeah, the one skill I've got. Thank you. Can I have 2 dice?
They haven't been treating me very well, but you're welcome to try.
Yeah, you got it.
We need to start blessing some dice before we start playing.
You know, if every session I get to roll persuade, eventually I might get good or I die. You know, one or the other. Let's go. Yeah, I don't even know why I fucking checked. No, I failed. 57 out of 23.
I don't think so, Paloco. You want this? You gotta pay big bucks for it.
Beat him up. Recruit him. Or beat him up.
But I don't even think I've got intimidate.
No, there is no
You have a
intimidation.
big
persuade.
fucking fist.
You have a fire axe.
I mean,
Ask him a
if he's
question.
one of these like sovereign citizens, you could like tell him that the CDC and everyone would be like swarming his home and kicking him out of the forest.
Yeah,
I
that's
also love
again.
that he's like, oh, I don't want those government agents coming looking for this, and then he shows it to a government agent.
Well, I mean, I'm NPS. It's kind of like
He's a park ranger.
He's not a real government agent.
So actually, that's a good point. I'm just gonna stop him and be like, Mr. Rogers, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to call the CDC here.
You son of a bitch! Don't you dare do that.
And I just happen to be
Marge,
friends.
give me my shotgun.
Yeah.
Let's roll for initiative. How fast can I pull that axe out of the man? Hey, you've been warned, mister. You've been warned. I back away.
Is it Marge has not moved off the
Yeah, of
settee
course
where she
not.
fell
Of course not.
just a moment ago.
Of course not. No. I'm just gonna call my contact to pick him up. Fuck it. I don't have time to deal with this. I gotta keep going east.
So you're gonna leave your contact with a live sample.
Yeah. You guys
Who's
are my
your
contact. These 3.
What are we gonna do?
Gonna call the cleanup crew.
Yeah, the
The fucking Chuckle Brothers and fucking one-armed wonder over here.
To be fair, we should probably get out of town immediately.
Guys, I got your next spot.
To be honest,
I need some suits for.
to be honest, a peaceful life hunting monsters in the woods might be a nice change of scenery for us. Because
Let's just retire to the woods.
I have just 100% burned my cover identity like an imbecile, and we're both wanted criminals.
His real identity is fucked.
Yeah,
Thanks for that, by the way.
you're the one showing people your real FBI badge. Is what I'm bellowing to you in our very unhappy car ride with our no windscreen.
How are you going to
spitting
deal with
flies
Mr.
out.
Rogers?
I'm gonna let him close the door.
Okay. You can hear him shouting at his wife, going, "Can you believe these motherfuckers?"
I'm gonna go around the RV and I'm gonna unplug his RV.
Oh,
Pull out the electricity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is gonna defrost his fridge.
so are you trick or treating him now? Is this okay?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell.
Roll. Give me a look roll to see whether the TV or anything else that would indicate what you have done is on.
Well, you said Marge was
failed.
watching TV.
Sorry? Oh, he
Yeah,
was
they are,
watching
yeah.
TV. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you hear the TV switch off.
Everything switches off. He's now in the dark.
Well, no, it's the afternoon.
Oh, is it still the afternoon? Oh, fuck. I thought it was night already.
You
No,
just
fuck it. I'm
mild-
coming back for this asshole.
You just mildly inconvenienced
I'm
him.
just mildly inconvenienced. Like,
Not again! Damn it, Marge, I'll be back.
Just beat him up, dude.
Huh?
Beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, you
take his
can't-
fucking
you can't
margarine
leave
box.
this.
I've got Ranger Henderson next to me.
No, I like this angle. Start throwing toilet paper at his RV as well.
No.
Break his will.
I just need him to get out of the truck so I can get in and get the thing. So now I've done that, I'm gonna you know what? What is it? I'm gonna unplug his water, just mess with his thing and fucking walk off like one RV away. So he walks out, he starts looking at the thing. At that point, I'm just gonna walk in, grab the thing with my axe in my hand, and just be like, "Thank you, the NPS thanks you for your service, sir," and walk away. He's got to go back into the van to get his shotgun. By that time, I'm back in the car.
He
and I
knows you're
blast
still
it off.
out there. You don't think he's not walking out with his shotgun?
I don't know.
He might not even have a shotgun.
He comes out. He does not have a shotgun.
Great.
At least not in his hands. You run around the other end of the RV as he's coming around one end. Give me like athletics or stealth.
I'm pretty sure I have no stealth, but I'm pretty sure I have athletics. Let's see. Yeah, 60 athletics. Let me see what I got in stealth. 20 stealth.
Okay, so you're gonna be faster than him.
I'm gonna
but
be
give it a
faster.
roll.
I got a 6.
He tripped at the other end of
I
the
love it.
RV, and he's face down in the dirt, and he goes, God damn it! And you run into the RV and straight to the freezer.
Freezer, grab the container.
Yeah, Marge comes on. Huh?
It's Randy. I'm coming for you. I swear.
And you can see she's trying to undo her jeans. I knew you'd come, Randy.
And I slip out again.
Just like Randy.
Just like Randy.
In and out, just like Randy.
Yeah.
Ranger Henderson's like, what the fuck is going on? As he starts the car and starts to drive away. What the fuck is going on, man?
I pull out the container and I show him in what is it? It's like a jar, right? It's like a
No,
little
it's like
glass-
it's a margarine tub, so it's not clear plastic.
It's not clear.
No.
Anyway,
I can't believe it's not butter.
I'd say I think I've got some of the contaminant here. We don't want another exposure, do we?
Is that a margarine jar? What the? Shouldn't we? Do we need masks? Can you put it in the back?
You should probably masking tape it up. Or gaffer it up.
Oh, no. We probably have one of those like sample container thingies in the back. So I'll just stick it in one of those plastic
Like a
sealant
forensics bag?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not necessarily like biohazard safe.
No, they're not. But better than.
Okay.
I can't believe it's not butter.
You leave it in the back of the car. Okay.
Yeah.
And with a very nervous Ranger Henderson, you continue
Yeah.
forcing him to drive east, ever east.
And you know what? I will duct tape it though, because
I was
we
going to say
for
you should at
sure.
least gaffer tape it.
Yeah, we for sure have got some heavy duty tape.
There's definitely tape in the back of that truck.
Definitely.
I think this is the closest thing to a win we've got all games,
Yes.
so great job, MVP.
I'll take a
3
marker
cheers for
and
Eric
put
Perez.
Do not open on it, like right down.
Now, what are you guys going to do?
Uh,
You're in a car with no windscreen, driving as fast as Morgan possibly can.
Right now, I'm telling Morgan that he is a disgrace and wouldn't last 5 seconds in Afghanistan. And that's the trouble with his generation.
I'm a fucking disgrace. I was babysitting you trying to fix up your problems.
Oh, you're turning around to the guy like, oh, hello, officer. Please come and look at all of our shit, you fucking moron.
I didn't know you pulled out a fucking shotgun on the man.
I've been carrying it all day.
Both of you give me an alertness check.
17.
53.
In the rearview mirror, you spot a police cruiser passing through an intersection that you've just burned through. Give me a luck roll.
95.
95. And as you're watching, you see the sirens turn on, and it starts to turn to follow you.
How close by are we to, I guess, picking. Oh God, you're waiting by the side of the road somewhere, aren't you?
If I see this scene coming towards me, I'm hiding in the bushes.
Just a little orphan Annie out with her broken arm. Probably trying to befriend a cat.
Morgan, what's your 6?
Well, they're already on us. What do you want to do? It's like a country road. There's got to be.
It's the suburbs.
Right. We could stage our deaths.
Are you going to try evasive driving to get away from them? Or are you going to ditch the car? What's your plan of action so I can ask you for a roll?
I'd probably evasive driving. Like ditching the car here doesn't seem like a good idea. We want to ditch it out of town.
You
right?
eventually want to ditch it, but right now is probably not.
And this is an FBI car. It's got like a fucking FBI computer and shit in it. I can't just leave it in a suburb.
I reload, by the way.
Okay. Give me a drive check.
Oh boy.
Whoa,
Against the cops drive check.
Oh, I failed that time.
A fucking disaster.
I mean, you've rolled incredibly for your driving.
They
so.
failed too. What did you roll?
86.
86. You failed a little bit better than they failed. Okay. You spotted it early enough, luckily, to give him a heads up. They saw you from a distance, but they were far enough away that you were able to evade them for now, but it's not going to last for long.
So here's the thing. I got a little bit of black electrical tape. Maybe there's like a 5 on my number plate that I can put a piece of black tape over to make it into a 6.
What about the bullet holes and the no windscreen?
Also,
It's convertible now.
as soon as we lose them, you look over to me, and I've already put on the white featureless mask with the eye holes, and I'm holding my shotgun.
Oh,
and
I like this. We could pretend I was kidnapped. That would save my identity.
That's good thinking, actually. I could probably disappear easier than you.
You got to capture yourself on a speeding camera somewhere, so you got evidence. It looks like you've been kidnapped.
Hold your gun to my head.
It's just a picture. Like there's a newspaper plastered against your face.
This is probably the only way we can save my career.
Yep.
I am a known serial killer guy. So
That's a
if a
good
serial
point,
killer
yeah.
gets one up on me, I think that's
write that down as a possible cover-up.
That's the game we got to play.
It's not going to work. It's not going to work right now, but you might be able to salvage something later on.
The bread killer finally caught up with me.
Right. So you were evade, but what are you going? You've evaded them now, but what are you going to do next?
Well, we need to leave town to somewhere less populated and dump this car in like a fucking forest.
Yeah, do we pick Madeline up first or not? Is the question.
I mean, there's no point in picking me up if you're gonna dump the car.
Madeline can find her own way, I think. We rented
Are
a
you
car
still in
before,
Kane's
you can
car?
rent another car.
I think that I would wait until these guys turned up to get out of Kane's car. So if these guys don't turn up, I'm still in Kane's car.
Okay, and you're just telling her to keep driving around.
Yeah.
All right.
I
At this time, he'd have time to message Madeline to say, you got to find your own way. Sorry.
So if you're gonna dump that car, you probably want to torch it as well.
Yeah.
But I fucking love this car.
What's your CDC name again?
Dr. Kemp Whitmore.
Kemp Whitmore.
Which I'm really getting a lot of mileage out of this funny name that I made up 4 sessions ago.
As you're just telling Kane, keep driving. Her phone starts buzzing, and she looks down at it, and she's like, "Oh, I'm getting a lot of messages here about Kemp Whitmore. That was one of your friends, right?"
Oh, she gives out an exasperated sigh.
I don't know how much longer I can stay under, hide this. This is getting beyond control, beyond my control. What should we do? I need to go back to the office.
Oh fuck! I don't know what to tell her.
Yeah, well, I'm retired, but I'm retraining as a professional fake serial killer.
God, I don't know what to tell her.
I can bring you to the offices. That's the best I can, or drop you off somewhere on the way.
Yes, probably best not to bring me to the offices. Why don't you drop me off, perhaps a mile or so away from this location. I look up a location that's about a mile's walk from the storage box. That's maybe a gas station, cool. Like a rest stop or something, and I tell her to drop me there so that I decide to walk the rest myself, but without giving her the location of the green box.
Cool.
And I tell her that if worse comes to worse, I don't know.
Blame it all on Whitmore.
I'm just thinking if this is wise. Maybe I tell if worst comes to worst, we can say that the Whitmore is like a stolen identity.
Okay.
Yeah, stolen by the infamous serial killer, whose code name will be revealed later.
It is a fake ID, right? It's going to come out sooner or
it's not
later
a real
that
guy.
Kent Whitmore is not real.
Yeah.
But only like she shouldn't go around saying that. It's just if worst comes to worst, we can like leak that this is potentially like a stolen identity, and there is something going on that's above her pay grade.
It's way above my pay grade.
No.
Tell your organization not to contact me again.
No. she understands that. I'm trying to give her a cover.
Yeah.
So she can be like, I can't look into this any further.
Okay.
you know?
All right. Oh, I don't think it's gonna fly, but maybe. All right, we'll try. She's really fucking panicking. She leaves you off where you asked, and you see her driving erratically away.
Another fucking bridge bend.
Who has an idea? Who shall we go to that
need to
has
kill
an
her.
idea of what
My
they want
idea
to do?
involved taking the bus.
I mean, have I made it to Lolo yet?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go with me then.
What do you want to do in Lolo?
Let's hit up the sheriff.
Okay.
Sheriff, NPS, Ranger Perez.
How can I help you, Ranger?
We've been trailing a potential large animal with rabies.
Oh yeah, I saw the alert.
Right. Yeah. Any news for us? Any happenings? Probably in the past day. And by this point, my coffee's worn out. Huh?
6 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. My coffee's out. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you are now exhausted. Lose another 1d6 of willpower, and minus 20 on all skill checks.
Fuck, I got a 4 this time. All right, so I'm at 4 willpower.
Ooh, you are feeling bad.
Yeah.
The cop offers you a coffee. You're in the police station, presumably.
Yeah. Cheers. We've been running after this thing all day. I'm starting to really feel it.
Yeah, he passes you a coffee. You don't think it's going to do you a whole lot of
No,
good?
probably not.
No.
Probably my nerves are frayed, not from all the coffee I've been drinking all
Yeah.
day. So
Jesus, kid, how long have you been tracking this thing?
the last 24 hours.
Whew, okay, so you think this is... I heard about the RV camp.
Yeah, we think that was
And what else has it done?
it ransacked through a ranger station.
Jesus, what the fuck is this thing?
Bear.
What kind of bear would... This is a trail of destruction. What kind of bear is doing this shit?
A brown bear? Listen, I'm tracking this. I'm trying to find it. Obviously, we're hoping it's not gonna, hit any humans or anything like that. I just need to know if you've heard anything.
There was... Yeah, hang on. One of the deputies, and he calls in this skinny, pimple-faced deputy.
Love it.
What happened out at the ranch at Rock Creek last night? And the deputy's like, oh yeah, apparently 2 horses were eviscerated, I think is the word that the vet used. Torn apart. 2 horses. I seen them, Sheriff. They were... Something really went to town on those two poor animals.
Crikey. Right.
And you're trying to tell me a bear has been doing all of this?
I mean, you got a better idea than that?
Roll persuade.
I literally just asked him if he's got a better idea. Fucking hell, let's go.
Aliens.
Holy fuck, I got this. 21 out of 23. Oh, wait, no, sorry, minus 20. I got a 1 out of... Why did I even fucking roll, man? Why did I even... I could go roll a 1, a 2, and a 3. That would have made it. All right.
Oh no.
Yeah, this sheriff is not taking this bullshit. It's like, you're not telling me something, son. What's going on here? Is Henderson here with you?
Yes.
And he looks at Henderson. Henderson looks at you. We got to tell him, Eric.
So just to recap, the sheriff looks at me.
Yeah.
I look at him. He looks at Henderson. Henderson looks at me. I look at Henderson.
Henderson's looking at you for indication of what he should do.
So after we've done this whole like face thing for like a minute,
Everyone's like looking back. The deputy like goes out one door, comes in another one.
yeah,
He's being chased by a ghost.
Pipple face pops up. Woo, camera closes up again. All right, now that we've done all of this,
That's just what the scene looks like in your sleep-deprived brain.
yeah,
It's actually just 5 seconds.
right. Here's the story.
Time does slow down in those situations.
Here's the story. I was hit up by the CDC because I gave some talk way up east, whatever, about containment. They brought me up. Turns out some canister of some sort of biological thing they were working on crashes in
I heard about the plane crash. Yeah.
right Clearwater, in Nev Perez, Clearwater, whatever. The running theory I have is some animal bit into that, and now we're looking at like potentially a bear roided up to the nines going around, and apparently it likes to go east. This is what I
Jesus
know.
Christ.
I don't know anything else, Sheriff.
He hits the button on his intercom to his secretary. Mavis, put out tell the mayor that we're setting the town to an emergency status. This is an emergency condition. We've got some kind of fucking radioactive bear out there attacking people. We got to put this whole damn county on lockdown.
In the distance.
Under orders of Ranger.
In the distance, we flashed.
Ranger Paris?
Paris.
Ranger Paris is declaring a state of emergency in this county.
We flash to Selena, and there's just a moment of like some kind of twinge, like she hears something off in the distance. She's just like, Michaels?
Yeah, being comparatively out of action this session means that you have not had the opportunity to embarrass yourself, unlike the entire rest of the party, who have only made the situation worse than it started.
Do you stay with the sheriff any longer, or do you get the
No,
fuck out of there?
I'm gonna go and hit up Rock Creek Ranger. Where's that? I can get some directions, Sheriff.
The ranch at Rock Creek. Yeah, you'll get the directions from sheriff. It's not far.
Then that's where I head.
Okay.
I'm sure that's going to come through on the police scanner.
No, you're too far away from that.
Yeah,
Police scanner.
Okay.
Police scanner is just the local area.
Oh, right, okay.
You keep making that face every time you look in this direction. I don't know what's going on.
What are you gonna do?
Okay. Right. What were you currently doing?
I'm currently sitting in a roadside cafe.
Oh, you dropped off?
At a rest stop.
Do you tell us where you are?
Yes, I text you and tell you where I am, and I'm sitting there glaring at a plate of fries and a cup of coffee, which I don't drink because they had no tea, and I'm just kind of glaring at it and like tapping my fingers on the table.
Right. Assuming we've stopped bickering with each other, Garrett's plan would be to torch the car and just fucking walk or take the bus.
How long does it take for you to successfully encourage Morgan that he needs to torch his car?
Entirely up to him.
So where are you still driving, or have you stopped driving?
Well, if we're out of town, then we'll stop somewhere quiet.
Okay.
And then
Give
I
me a
was thinking, like, if
search
there's
roll.
like a couple people waiting at a bus stop, we could kill them, put our clothes on them.
Peel off our faces, attach them to the victims.
Oh my god, it's a face-off situation.
Rip off your teeth. Don't forget the teeth.
Give me a search roll to see if you find somewhere adequate to hide your car.
27, that's a pass.
Yeah. Okay. So you find a there's a small industrial area. It's just a few units. Only one of them seems to be in business. It looks like there's a. Give me a look roll.
You should also put in a stolen car report.
Luck win.
There's a mechanics warehouse, mechanics workshop, working out of a warehouse, and there's beat up cars in the lot outside, and then the unit that you've driven into is abandoned, and the gate is busted. You're able to drive in, and you're at least out of view of the road.
Okay, you ready to do this, Morgan? I've still got the white mask on. I'm going like round the back for like.
He's like woefully, I guess, pouring gasoline in the car. He's got like a duffel bag with all of his stuff. His like fucking collection of guns. His
There's
FBI
guns
laptop.
poking out of everywhere.
He's got his cigarette. And he's just gives you one like mournful look, angry look. This is your fault.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what the look says.
Garrett's not even angry anymore. It is his fault.
And then he flicks his cigarette at his wonderful car.
And up it goes.
Garrett steps away for a bit to give you a moment.
To grieve.
And then steps up beside you and be like,
As you notice the plume of thick black smoke rising from behind this abandoned unit.
Hope you got a spare bus pass, you old man.
as it happens, I do. Yeah, I mean, technically I could steal a car if I wanted, but you know what? Let's just take the bus.
Just get away from it all for a while.
Yeah, and as we're walking away from the car, you see that I've scratched on the the pavement beside it, like death to the deep state, and then a little sort of skull and crossbones. Because that is the calling card of the serial killer who kidnapped the noble agent Boshiers. And forced him to burn his beautiful car because he thought it was full of FBI bugs. Fucking watertight.
Oh, wait, so what should we leave in there?
It's going to be burnt
Should
anyway.
I carry all my stuff? I could just leave the laptop in there, but the laptop's kind of useful to have.
Yeah, we can carry that. We can carry
Okay.
some, the guns we have.
I have a light carbine. That could probably fit in a duffel bag, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're good.
Okay, so we...
And then you can carry the evidence bag you can carry the
The foot.
the foot bag.
Another reason why the police
Or
should
you
not
could
have
just
been allowed
leave
to
it in the
stop
car
us.
to burn.
No, we're taking the fucking foot. We've taken it this far. I will not abandon the foot.
The foot is...
We'll burn this somewhere
The foot
else.
is the reason I just lost my car.
Well, do you wish to punish the foot, or do you wish to, not cut our losses?
In some way, you're blaming this on Selena by wanting to keep the foot.
I'm blaming it on both of you for I tried to cover for you as best as I could. You still fucked up that thing. Oh,
Selena hasn't even seen you in God knows how long.
We take the bus to the diner.
But we all fucked up, but Morgan is definitely blaming you two for this.
I mean, I
So
feel
you're
like,
taking a bus.
Yeah.
sure.
All right. You're not going to take one of the many cars that I offered.
I mean,
You just steal a car from
that
a
would
rest
be
stop
quicker,
nearby.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty good driver.
all right. You got criminology?
Yeah. Do I? I don't know. Why do we need criminology?
To steal a
break
car?
I thought criminology was a pen pusher skill.
No, it's both, I think.
Yeah, I mean, if you know enough to track a criminal, you know how to commit crimes.
Yeah,
is what I'm reading that as.
Mine's 50.
Mine's 40, so go ahead.
What are you rolling for?
Criminy.
I don't need you to.
Okay.
You go over to this mechanic shop, and there is one guy or mechanic, you don't know who they are. There's just feet sticking out from underneath a car. There's 90s metal blaring
Yeah.
inside, and you can see one of the feet tapping is underneath this massive old orange land ship of a car. It's fucking enormous. Does not notice you at all. There are several cars. There's a van, there's a couple of pickup trucks, and there's a couple of sedans.
What's your style?
Gotta take a sedan, I guess.
It's unlocked. You check underneath the
Wait, let's take a van. Van says serial killer a bit more than sedan.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta build the narrative.
you can scratch hugs inside, free hugs inside on the side. Yeah, it's unlocked, and when you pull down the visor over the driver's side, the keys fall into your hand.
Perfect. It's like it was planned all along, huh?
As you drive away, in the background is this plume of thick black smoke rising into the air from your burning car.
And a single tear rolls down
Yeah.
Morgan's cheek.
As he thinks about this long career coming to an end.
Thanks for listening, folks. If you enjoyed this, please leave us a review on your podcatcher of choice. It'll help spread the word and help others to find us too. If you have any comments, questions, or just want to get in touch with us, you can. You can find us on Twitter with @TalesOfPodcast. We'd love to hear from you. This episode's Tales of crew is Fabio as the Game Master, Mike as Lucas Boschiers, Charles as Eric Paras, myself as Selena Goodwill, as well as our audio producer. You can reach me on Twitter with @ThatLastJan. All music and sound effects used with permission and may have been modified for use. Details and links can be found in the show notes. See you next episode.
Why aren't you hunting and killing this lawyer?
Because he's further away than all of the more immediate problems.
We should call him at least, and you can threaten him down the phone and be like, what the fuck have you been doing?
I'm gonna come and I'm gonna fucking get you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna get you.